Now we are going to learn about the tropical A climate. The tropical A climate actually over the equator. It extending to approximately 25 degrees latitude in both the northern and the southern hemisphere. These climates are warm all year, with nothing one would call winter based on the temperature. Therefore, when we refer to winter in a climate, we mean the time when the overhead sun is far away, something like in the month of December, January, and February for northern hemisphere, we call it winter, and June, July, and August for the southern hemisphere, we call it winter in a climate. The heart of the A climate region is constituted by the wet subtype, the tropical rainforest climate. The one of these is tropical rainforest. We call it AF vegetation climate. On the poleward margin of the tropical rainforest, forming transitional belt between A and B climate, we lies and we call it AW climate, which exhibit a distinct winter dry season. This is called the Savannah climate because the tall grasses that grow there and dominate the vegetational space between clumps of the tree and or thorny bushes. A third A climate, another type, we call it AM, that stands for monsoon, tropical monsoon climate. Variety of the rainforest climate is often found at coastal corner of the AF region, and it is subject to quite pronounced seasonal fluctuation in rainfall while maintaining the high annual total characteristics of AF. If we look closer inspection to the tropical climate area, A climate are widest on the eastern side of the world island. This occurs because the trade wind blow onshore from the northeast and southeast, and the latitudinal extent of the A climate is about 20 degrees greater on the east coast of a continent than the west coast of the continent. If we look at the world map of the Köppen climate classification map, a more intricate pattern we find, but is consistent with the generalization we have just made with respect to the distribution of a climate. In America, the A climates are centered around the equator, reaching to about 25 degrees north and south on the eastern coast and the island, and to about 20 degrees north and south in western, central, and the southern America, respectively. The African pattern is similar south of the equator, but to the north, A climates are compressed because the moist northeast trade are blocked by the landmass of the southern Asia. So Asian tropical climate are dominated by monsoon climate effect. This is prevalence of the ocean and sea. Southeast Asia and North Asia, Australia has sharply reduced the areal extent of tropical climate over the land, but many of the inland of the lengthy Indonesian archipelago still exhibit rainforest climate over the most of the surface. So the A climate in generally can be classified into three subtypes: tropical rainforest, which is AF, tropical monsoon, which is AM, and tropical savanna, AW. In terms of the temperature, if we look over the slide, always a climate, the coldest month, coldest temperature would be 18 degree. So we can say the average temperature of a climate always would be higher than 18 degrees centigrade. And the second one, the driest month with at least 6 centimeter precipitation. That means any month average rainfall would be more than 6 centimeter for tropical rainforest. Tropical monsoon is a little bit different. One or more driest month with less than 6 centimeter of the precipitation, because in tropical monsoon, when in the summertime mostly there is a lot of rainfall, in the winter time mostly dry. The tropical savanna is little bit different from tropical rainforest and also tropical monsoon. So high sun season time, that would be rainy, and lower sun season lower sun season time would be dry. So in terms of the location that I talked about, that tropical rainforest would be Amazon River Basin, east coast of the Central America, east coast of the Brazil, Madagascar, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, all the islands. And tropical monsoon, mostly coastal area of the southwest India, Bangladesh, my country, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Southwest Africa, Guyana, French Guiana, Northeast and Southeast Brazil. Those locations are important. So on the other hand, tropical savanna we can find in the United States, in the South Florida, and so on.